everyone, now that I've smudged the games and we're ready to play, I think it's important to acknowledge that Indigenous cultures for thousands of years have had education systems that are holistic and recognize the importance of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. In Indigenous cultures, everything had a purpose, a value, or a skill. Life was rich in relationships, teamwork, art, music, dance, and gaming. In current times, life is still rich in these cultures. And we see that in powwows, hand game competitions, and Indigenous art and music. Traditional games place less value on winning, and instead they value humble behavior. So not bragging, and sharing your winnings. By giving away prizes won to those who were the hardest competitors, those who made the winner work the hardest and try their best. I hope you have fun with these games. So the first game we're going to play is called Making the Stick Jump, and it's best if you can make your games with natural objects, but if you can't find natural materials, you can use cones or water bottles. I'm going to throw rocks at the sticks, and I've made sure that there's a bit of bark showing on each of the sticks, so this stick would be worth 2 points, and they're 1 meter apart. So it's called Making the Stick Jump. If you do happen to collect some materials in the bush or the forest, please make sure you leave an offering, and when you're using a knife, make sure you have adult supervision. So it's called Making the Stick Jump. I'm going to place this back here. I start about 3 meters away, and I'm going to try and see if I can make the stick jump. Okay, I would get 3 shots with the rocks, and then another person would get 3 shots as well. You could throw from the other side. This game was mostly for young boys originally, because they were practicing hunting for small game like rabbits and such. But of course today, girls could play this game as well. So it's called Making the Stick Jump. So this game is called Ring the Stick. It's a Blackfoot game as well, but it was also played by many nations around the world. And basically it's for hand-eye coordination, and it also resolved conflict. So if there was a tie game, maybe between that Blackfoot game of Make the Stick Jump, they could use Ring the Stick to break the tie. So basically I used the willow bark to make a ring, and I wrapped it in leather, and then I put it on about a 45 centimeter stick. I also used a brass ring for this one, and I wrapped that in leather too. So anything that you can find in your house that is a ring, you can be using as well. So you basically have the ring on the ground, and you rotate it up, and you try to catch it. So that would be worth 1 point for me. This one is a little harder, and this ring's a little larger, also a little heavier, so some people might think it's easier. So you flip it and you try and catch it. It's called Ring the Stick. Have fun!